Okay, well let's go back to the way you have the room set up. Show me an example of how the room enhances your life or your work or anything.
Well, how about I just show you something really cool? Like my trip to the Grand Canyon. Okay, this is a space for my photo album room. It's like we're there, isn't it?
Well, this is kind of fun, I guess. But what do you mean by your photo album room?
Oh, okay, the metaphor. Personally, I use that of a house. Basically, I use my media to build a virtual house that I can access here in the media room, or indirectly through a separate traditional computer interface. The photo album room is just one room in that house.
What are some of the other rooms?
Well, there's lots of them. Financial room, a workroom for my business, a teleconference room, an internet room, lots of others.
So all these rooms are in this one room, but they're virtually in this room?
Exactly.
Okay. Well, what's the point of having all these rooms separate and in separate compartments when you really have instant access to all these rooms all at once? Why don't you just call it what you need when you need it, and that's that?
The world is just so complex, and this system is just an organizational tool that I use to help me make sense of it all. I mean, sure, I have the instant access to all this stuff, but I can't use it if I can't understand it. That's what the media house does. It isn't a house in the regular sense, it's more like an addition.
Well put. Thanks a lot, and thank your lovely wife, Jody, and your cat and dog.
You won't be coming back to her.
Hello, David.
Good morning, Annette. How was your weekend?
Very good, thank you.
That's good. So, shall we get this going?
They will know themselves to be pleased that some hours ago approved the Thomas layout.
Okay. I guess this means I can go ahead with the final programming?
Almost. There are some small modifications. The process must. I transfers the document.
Okay, just wait a second. This doesn't look like it was part of the contract. We agreed on a few small changes, and these don't seem like very small changes.
What changes have happened? We just received the fetal chicken, and there have not been any revisions yet. Do you mean these hands are not part of the shoes?
We are on the edge of a new phase of human experience. From the rubble of billboards, neon machines for living, balloon frame housing, and the Industrial Revolution will emerge a new hybrid, an advertisement for living. It is an advertisement of ideas, of individuality, of community, and ultimately of space. Space as we perceive it is being transformed from an experience of the place to an experience of the individual. In this transformation, architecture becomes a new experience, but it's an experience that traditional architecture does not directly create. The changes in culture and technology are inevitable, and architecture, that grand old profession, has the opportunity to be reborn into society as the support for human ideals, and not as the ideal itself. It is time to learn from software, from advertising, from the information world, from the individual. As the domain of architecture slowly flips into the ephemeral electronic net surrounding our planet, a symbiosis must be sought that surrenders aspects of each but gains the strengths of the other, and thus form a new domain. The challenge within this domain is to make sense of the discontinuity of the modern life, to pull together the fragments and the media barrage to help us live and thrive as human beings.